yeah, I just wanted to start a day where I was eating lunch. I doubt she's got the full vibe of it, but it's lovely blue and aqua butterflies and dragonflies, and yeah, some of the nicest houses I've seen in the last couple of hours. So I can't remember exactly where I left it. I think I just started hitting the nice trails, and I was saying I was going to that expensive campsite. Look at these houses. You're probably not getting a good view of them, but I'm gonna keep moving. So absolutely terrible day yesterday. Like I was saying, just on them busy roads, and then so just decided to go to the campsite, but it was expensive, as I was saying in the last video. I already spent a good bit waiting in the pub and getting food there and all, you know, so I was humming hand about paying the 25 for the campsite. And I think it was like 7 p.m. I had about 5k left to go, and I looked at my phone and I was on the Devil's Highway, it was called. It was a trail, you know, it wasn't a road, but I just thought it was a fitting end to the day. So I'm going along it and I'm thinking about wild camping. Public footpath, no cycling. Okay. Oh, let me fit in, please. A lot of these footpaths go through people's property in England, you know. Thankfully that's open, so we don't get through them gates. And if we run into any more of them, I'm screwed. Because I'm navigating my commute today. It's an app that's really good for finding off-road trails, but I've already had to take a detour because it brought me to a trail with that sort of gate, those round ones that you can't fit bikes and stuff on. I think someone's walking their horse up there. Let me just make sure I'm definitely on the right path. Yeah. So, where was I? Oh yeah, I'm on the Devil's Highway. And I'm thinking about wild camping. And then I come across this burnt out van on the side of it. There's no one around, and I was like, I could sling my tent or my hammock up on that, you know. So I was really considering it. There was a couple of things. I had enough water to probably do me, like enough that I could not die of thirst, but I really didn't have a lot, less than 500 mils, so there'd be no cooking or anything. Sorry. Sorry. Go around. Thanks a lot. option go right, but no way. Okay, so I see the van and I'm thinking long and hard about it. But the water situation wasn't great, and I knew if I stayed there I wouldn't have dinner either, which would be the second day in a row, you know. And then obviously no shower and stuff, which I wasn't too bothered by, but it wouldn't have been ideal. So I just didn't have the time, because I was saying, if they're not already closed, the reception, 8 PM is like, any later than that and it's unreasonable to show up to a campsite, you know. So I was like, let's just go, even though my body was sore. Let's smash it, you know. And then yeah, so I started going. It's making good time, but I was on trails that were worse than this, you know, tighter, and I had to duck under branches and everything. But yeah, because I had to get there, then I was like, my body locked in. It was actually kind of nice, and my mind locked in, which a lot of the time, because I'm just strolling, a lot of it, you know, I'm strolling but jogging, like slowly, your mind's allowed to wander, whereas this side locked in. So that little bit of water I had got drank with about 3 kilometers left of the run. Then I get to the Wellington Country Park, which this, I knew it was a big adventure park kind of thing, you know, so not ideal by any means. But then I get there and I knew I was in trouble when I was still nearly a kilometre away from it, and I see the Wellington Country shop. So I was like, this place is like Thorpe Park or something, like this is a theme park. But then I get to the entrance and it's like gates out of Jurassic Park, big huge ones, but they're closed, and the sign says closed at 6 PM. But like, if it's a campsite, because again I knew it was the adventure park, but online it said there was a campsite. So yeah, I thought I'd still be able to get in somewhere, you know. So they had like a call button on the front, but I pressed that and no one answered. I was starting to think the place was shut down, so I had there's nowhere to nowhere to go, had no water. So I just got the phone out and checked the nearest hotel / B&B, anything I could find. So another 3 kilometers down the road there was an inn, you know, a pub with a hotel attached called the New Inn. So I was like, I'll go there, and at worst I'll get water and then I can wild camp, you know. So okay, let me just double check, let's see we're straight. No, we're actually right. First left. So I'm running down to the inn, keeping an eye out for anywhere to camp, or just even houses that I look like I could knock into, you know. But it's just such a rich area, like every house is miles away from the road, and just, I don't know, when the people are this rich, I haven't tried it yet. Now they might be friendly, but I just expect them to be a lot more on guard, you know. Because I got a few people on guard in Ireland, and I was like, thought it was ridiculous that they think this is all a big ruse. But yeah, I must be straight now. Ah man, maybe this hard to navigate. I better be this one, because the one on the left has a gate. Balls. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. It's really hard to tell. That's a big ass puddle. I'll have to... No, don't go back, don't go back. Oh, squalls. Fuck. Oh, I think my food's getting wet. I didn't think of that at all. Oh fuck. Oh god. Excuse the language, YouTube. Ah, there's a bridge there to the left. See, but I wouldn't have got through them gates. Okay, we're moving a lot slower than I thought it would. Moving through my story a lot slower than I thought it would. So, the only place I've seen on the way was a cemetery that was to go to. It was about a kilometre from the pub, so I'd have to go back a kilometre, which wasn't the end of the world. So I got there, ordered a pint, ordered a glass of water because I was mad thirsty, and then I asked them if they had any availability. So your one comes out and says they do. The price of a room is, oh man, it's focusing on the story and not the directions. Because when we took that left, what was that? Oh man, there's so many ways to go here. I think I'm meant to go over this bridge, but it could be that left there. No, it can't be that bridge, that's overgrown too much. At least I hope it's not. See, commute will send me down all sorts, but no, that can't be it. At least I hope it's not. Let's hope it's this one. Oh, we're gonna be in for it today. Like, I'll take this over the busy roads, but at the same time, I don't know. Balls. Just give me better paths. Come on. Should have just went back onto the main road. Alright, is what it is. Let's go. I've done this before and I had to turn around, but let's see. So yeah, your one says £97 for bed and breakfast and £82 just for the night. So if you recall, the campsite that I was staying in yesterday, not yesterday, day before, was £6 a night. And even when I thought I was just going to the adventure camp for 25, I was like, I should have stayed. So £82, so I was like, let me think about it. Had me point. I was chatting to two lads who were working nearby, building indoor swimming pools. They're getting like put up for the week. I was chatting to them, they were both a bit crack, but they were just like, yeah, this place is very expensive. Now that, for a night, that's not actually too bad, the hotel, but the area was just very expensive, you know. This can't be right. Ugh. So I just, by the time I'd had that point, it was nearly 9 PM, you know, and just the thoughts of going to the cemetery and setting up my tent, I was like, I'm just going to bite the bullet and get the room. And once I made the decision, because obviously that's like 4 days, 5 days budget, you know, and then if you include the pints and stuff that I had and the food, I'm just gonna assume this is it. It's going the general right direction. Taking into account the food that I had, the pub, it was like £120 I spent that day. Geese, I don't know if he's picked them up. Getting all the animals today. I had 2 deer run past me this morning. So yeah, once I spent the money though, I just said, do you know what, it's gone, it's just money. What are you gonna do? Just enjoy it. And yeah, having a bed to sleep on and having a big shower with those big round heads that, you know, the waterfall ones or whatever they're called. It was class. First bed I slept on in a while, and yeah, but I was like, at the same time, because I got there so late, like if I got there at like 5 p.m, I would have spent all day in the room, just really enjoyed it. I got there at 9 p.m, so by the time I showered, and I still had some tuna and some wraps and some cheese, so I made that and had some proper cups of tea, first ones I've had since I left, because they're not easy on the road. So it was all really nice, you know, but at the same time, because I got there so late, I was like, checkout's 10 a.m. Oh, this isn't meant to turn like this, or is it? There's the main road there. Basically, I was working out at like £7 an hour compared to the £6 I would have spent for the night in the campsite, and not had the brutal day, you know. So yeah, all in all, it's done now. So I have to go left over the gate there, then right. So yeah, not ideal by any means. Is that the gate, or is there another one? To go this far, it probably was that one. Yeah, I feel really energized, but still I couldn't really make a proper dinner because you obviously can't cook with a stove inside, so not ideal. Again, I'm losing a stupid amount of weight, too much, too fast. Oh, you better let me out of here. We should be alright. Should. No. Oh, just about. Jesus. Yeah, they don't want bikes in there. There's a sign saying it now. Why? I don't know. Bicycles are fine. Motorbikes, I'd understand. Okay. So your man, one of the lads I was chatting to who builds the indoor swimming pools, that's their whole job, they were saying. So it just shows you how rich the area is. So there's a steady stream of people on indoor swimming pools. Yeah, so he went to bed, but then just before I went to the room, he caught me and he's like, asked for my socials and stuff, and I told him about Instagram. He doesn't obviously have it, so he just gave me his WhatsApp, just told me to send him whatever, you know, which was nice. It's something I don't do when I'm chatting to people. Like, I was only thinking about it, your man Chris, the guy from the campsite the night before, you know, he was giving me encouragement about the YouTube and stuff, but I never gave me Instagram or YouTube when I was leaving, you know. The same with your one Caitlin. I think before, she only asked me for my YouTube as I was leaving, you know. Yeah, I need to work on it. But yeah, then he brought out a box of strawberries as well today. Your man, his name was Sean, the guy's on the indoor swimming pool, which I just thought was kind of funny, to be honest. A grown man giving you a box of strawberries, but had them for breakfast. They're actually really nice, something different instead of just bananas and mandarins. And then today, it's lovely and warm. Best weather I think we've had in a while. but there's meant to be a storm this evening. So it's the problem with the good weather, is it can bring thunderstorms. So I need to get settled early, get my food into me and all that before like 6. So how are we doing now? It's 5 to 12. We've done just about 11k. So I have about 14 left. Yeah, I was just like, I'll do a shortish day and get settled. But I'm not convinced with this campsite either. It says something like the Canal Authority or something. So I don't know what's going to happen. Just pray for the best. There's a dragonfly there. See him? Class. Butterflies and everything. Cool. Yeah, taking the scenic route again. I think I just need to do this all the time. Use the commute app because Google just wants to put me on the main roads. So this should only be a 23k. I think it's going to end up at 28k. Which, I don't know, I'm going to get out of England and re-evaluate how many miles I did compared to what I planned, and just see how much it slowed me down. Because a lot of my navigation's going off. Oh, there's a heron. Don't know if you'll catch him. Loads of wildlife here. This is a big like lake district. Not the D Lake district, the famous one in England, but there's like lakes to the left. You're probably not seeing because of all the reeds and stuff, but it's nice. But yeah, my navigation experience is from cycling. But I got the ferry straight to France that time, and I just went down from there to Spain. And France is just, they all love cycling. So psychopaths everywhere. I just expected it to be a lot handier. I wasn't expecting this. I expected it to be more what's the term? Like more what I expect. So when I just put in the directions, it being roughly what roughly the distance I expect. Whereas with England, this is a lot of zigzagging. Like I went north for a good bit here, and I'm trying to head southwest. There's about 4, there's an ass load of geese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Looks like some young ones. I don't know if you're seeing that. It's hard to know because I'm just looking at this, the tiny little GoPro screen, and you know, you're potentially watching this on a TV. So hopefully you see them. Yeah, I think that's all news. I loaded up on food as well for the campsite last night, which I didn't get to use, so I'm running pretty heavy here. Feet feel a bit better today. I'm wearing different shoes than the ones I wore yesterday, and I think those ones I wore yesterday are on the last legs. That's why I'm getting a little niggly injuries. How are we doing for time? It's nearly there. Just keep going, there's a bit in the map. It's a real skinny bit of land and a lot of lakes on the sides. You might actually get to see some of the lakes. Yeah, I was really, I was laughing. Again, if you forget about the money, just where I was sleeping last night compared to that van. I didn't end up taking a picture of it, but so many mosquitoes and stuff around. There was like charcoal on the floor of the van, because people, I guess kids, like sit there and light fires and stuff and hang out. Just wouldn't have been nice. Would have been a good Instagram picture to be like, oh, I haven't here, you know. But that would have been about it. What a fucking road. Jesus, so many options. Okay. This one. Said straight, it must be straight. Uh-oh. Sorry, just get by there. Ooh. Sorry, Pat. Thanks. There is lakes either side, but you're not really picking up on it. You can see it there. I thought as well, staying in the hotel, that I could get a few GoPro videos uploaded, but the GoPro just wouldn't connect to their Wi-Fi. No idea why. Which was disappointing, because if I can't do it there, I don't know where I can do it. bench and all. I think that will do for one day. I think that was a good episode. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you did, leave us a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.